fresh season might honestly be the end of Splatoon 3 before we know it. A crazy weapon has dropped, and honestly, I don't even know what to think of it and why it's come to be. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel in order to hopefully be safe from this thing when fresh season drops. And also like the video. Thank you. Right, so before we get into the big news, I'm gonna go ahead and skim over to some of the past news from yesterday that I did not cover. So starting off with this new map called Army Ruins. I hope I said that correctly, but we get a great look of how this map now looks. A lot of people have been comparing it to the S shape as a Tetris block, which is kind of funny, not gonna lie, because it kind of does do that. But now just by looking at this map, it does look kind of cool. I do like that there is a lot of obstacles around the map, so there's a lot of cover and ways to go around and ways to hide and all that type of stuff, so that's gonna be nice. Probably point sensor is gonna be pretty strong on this one, just in my opinion, or just being able to mark and censor people, because all these balloons that are just like scattered everywhere. And this whole middle area with all these blocks, you got a nice little sniper patch there. Got some really interesting grating areas too, which I guess. But yeah, I hope this map's gonna be cool. It looks quite small, which is always good in my opinion in terms of splat zones or something like that. But for Rainmaker and tower control, I'm not too sure how that's gonna go. It just depends on how the path is and where the Rainmaker pedestals are. So hopefully it's gonna be a good map. Now we're moving on to two new weapons that got released. We got an L3 Nozzlenose that has Burst Bomb and Ultra Stamp. Not a lot of people are too fond of the Ultra Stamp. Even with I guess the buffs that the Ultra Stamp has received. Burst Bomb on this weapon is still really good. The weapon itself still kind of slow compared to how it was in Splatoon 2, but I still think it's going to do a lot better with a Burst Bomb instead of a Curling Bomb, opposed to the other L3 that's in the game. So the L3D is looking kind of good. If there are any Ultra Stamp specialists, they will probably thrive off this type of thing. Yeah, that's all I gotta really say about it. This next weapon's actually kind of cool. It's a Rapid Blaster Deco with Torpedo and Inkjet. Finally, we have another Inkjet weapon in this game. There's only been two Inkjet weapons, which was the Ballpoint and the Tri-Slosher. The Rapid Deco has now joined that family. A lot of people really wanted to have a Torpedo with a Rapid, and that's really cool. Some people are not too fond of Inkjet, especially in this game, because it's been nerfed in some ways. But I'm just thinking, what if some future that they buff Inkjet, this thing's gonna be a problem. Not so much of a problem where it's just like, oh my god, the Rapid Deco's just running around and just blasting me and I can't take it anymore. Like, I think this weapon will be really good, like just a solid pick if they were to ever buff Inkjet. So we'll just have to wait and see with that. And finally, this is actually an update that I've been waiting for since the start of the game, which is basically a keyword function that allows you to have people join your, I guess, lobby or whatever, to be able to attend turf wars, anarchy battles, and fingers crossed, hopefully private battles, because it's not mentioned here. But I assume private battles will be a thing. So for me, as a streamer, content creator, and if there are any other content creators out there that are watching this video, we will now not have to go through the hassle of adding 300 people and then deleting 300 people to play viewer battles. Basically, guys, I am announcing viewer battles are going to be a thing on my stream. So you should definitely go ahead and check out my streams, because it's going to be wild out there. But I must say, will Splatoon 3 even be alive until that point? Because, oh my god. I mean, look, okay, Manta Maria's there, cool. I'm just going to straight up say Manta Maria, if you've played Splatoon 2, it is relatively unchanged. If you haven't played Splatoon 2, this is Manta Maria. It's a solid map. There's actually like one area that's actually been a little bit widened out. I'll actually show you right now. This area right here, this area has been like extended just a little bit. So that's kind of like the only real change. It's like that. And then over here, you have like a little ink rail to go from here to here, which is kind of nice. So that's basically it with Manta Maria. But yeah, that's this. This thing is like, oh my god, I cannot believe they have done this. I really cannot believe they have done this. So I'm going to translate for you guys, because I can read Japanese, by the way. This is the TWO Splash O Matic. And the TWO Splash O Matic, its kit, just wait for it, guys. Its kit is Suction Bomb and Triple Ink Strike. I did not stutter. It is Suction Bomb and Triple Ink Strike. So you guys already know how much of a problem the Splash O Matic, the original one, is in this game with Burst Bomb and Crab Tank. What was the point of having Tentatek Splatter Shot even come into the game when this thing was just going to be released anyway? Oh my god. Like, I'm just thinking about it now. This thing's already like top tier. As Splash O Matic is right now, this thing is already top tier. Like, Suction Bombs are so good in its own right. Triple Ink Strike with something like this, it's just like, what? This thing is gonna spam Triple Ink Strike like no tomorrow, dude. We will never see the end of Triple Ink Strike once this thing is here. Like, okay, it will counter the other Splash O Matic, but oh my god. This thing is gonna be a whole farm of just Triple Ink Strike. Honestly, how I'm seeing it right now, this thing existing, they're going to have to do so much. They're going to have to nerf the Splash O Matic itself. Make every special, like all specials from the Splash O Matic, be 220 or more. Honestly, they have to do that. Secondly, they need to nerf the ink efficiency of this weapon so it's even harder to actually get your special with this weapon. Like, nerf ink efficiency by like 20%, like it has to be drastic. Because at the same time, they also have to nerf now the Triple Ink Strike, because the Triple Ink Strike works in a way where Tenta Missiles used to work in a way where if you've used the special, you can start gaining your next special right away. Like, if you throw all your Triple Ink Strikes, you can go ahead and start gaining that special again. And this being a thing, this existing, you're gonna just be like, you're not gonna really put too much care of where you position your Triple Ink Strikes. You're just gonna be throwing them out, and it's just gonna be annoying, and then you're just gonna build up another one in the next 5 seconds, and then you're just gonna throw some more out, and it's just gonna be like a never-ending cycle. We're gonna probably be seeing 15 Triple Ink Strikes a game in the Splash O Matic's current state. This is actually a problem, dude. This is actually a problem. I cannot believe that they've actually made this thing a reality. Zipcaster was right there. It was right there staring at us. It could have been the perfect special. It would have actually been quite a nice weapon to actually have the Zipcaster, which is kind of disappointing in my opinion. So there's got to be someone on the dev team that really likes the Splash O Matic, or someone's paying the dev team to keep Splash O Matic strong, or to make sure that it has really good kits. I don't mind weapons having really good kits, but as long as every single weapon in the game has that. But this weapon in particular is just like, what are they doing? What are they doing? So yeah, that's actually crazy. I cannot believe that's even a thing, dude. I really cannot believe that. Like, okay, look, we got the Jet Squelcher, and not gonna lie, I actually do kind of like the kit that it has. It has Toxic Mist and Ink Storm. For me, I like both the sub and special. For this kind of weapon, I can see it working, because it's like an aerial denial kind of weapon in general. Like, you throw the Toxic Mist, the Jet Squelcher works really well with Toxic Mist in my opinion too. And at the same time, Ink Storm is such a good special of just denying people from standing in certain places. So I can see some like plays where it's just like you kind of mix the two both together to just really annoy people with that. So honestly, I think this is actually a solid Jet Squelcher kit. Maybe not so many people will think the same way, but it just depends. But either way, oh my god, right. We look at the Splash O Matic again, dude. I can't believe this thing exists. I can't believe we're going to be in a world where there's 2 splashes that are really strong. Unless they're nerfed. Like, they have to be nerfed. They have to be. There's just no way that we go into fresh season now and then not expect any sort of Splash O Matic nerf. It has to happen now, because it's gonna be pain. It's gonna be some sort of pain going into fresh season, dude. They've got to do something about this. So yeah, I'm worried. I'm actually worried. Like, I hope the dev team know exactly what they're doing with this, because of course it's a nice kit, but like, they've got to do something to the Splash O Matic, dude. Like, I'm going around in circles now, but like, I am actually genuinely worried about this. So hopefully everything is okay. Let me know what you guys think of this Splash O Matic. Do you think it's a good idea? No one thinks it's a good idea. That's just a silly thing to say. But either way, just leave a comment in the comment section below and just express your feelings of how you're feeling about this Splash O Matic even existing. So yeah, maybe if you subscribe to the channel, it will get nerfed. So do that. All right. Thank you very much.